Well, I've heard you have an interesting routine, daily routine, that you do every day. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
My regular day. I usually get up around 3 o'clock and I have chores at home to do. So I get done by 5. Hopefully get on the road by 5:15. I want to get here by about 6 o'clock. Then I have breakfast and go to school. That's my daily routine.
What do your chores consist of at home?
Oh, I have a bunch of cattle I take care of, young calves. So I have to feed, bed, water them, train them, put hay to them.
How many cows do you have?
Well, they're young stock, maybe about 70 head.
70?
70.
Oh my goodness.
So it takes a while,
I would
about an
imagine.
hour and 45 minutes or so.
Did you always want to become a math teacher?
I think so. I did teach German for a while. I taught for about 13 years. So I had a double major in math and German. My graduate work was done in German. So, and then I've done a lot of math over the years.
Have you always been really good at math?
Math was always a fun topic for me.
Yeah.
No, he's really smart because he always says, it's really quite simple. It's like, no, it's not. You're the only one who understands.
I think Urdahl's a great teacher. He's a funny guy, and he incorporates that into his teaching, so it's a fun class to be in general.
How did you end up coming to teach calculus?
Well, in the 1980s, I got a National Science Foundation grant to study at the University of Minnesota during the summer. And I studied calculus, and with the idea that I wanted to eventually teach there, because I'd had students come to me and ask why we didn't have calc. So I decided to do this, and after I've been to summer school a couple of summers, we started calculus. It eventually turned into AP Calc, which is, I think has been very successful.
Yeah. How long have you been here for?
This will be my 39th year.
Oh my goodness. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's quite a while. Yeah.
Mr. Urdahl was my high school pre-calculus teacher, and I struggled so much in his class. Like the first quarter, I think I was getting a D-. And he took me aside, and he'd always work with me when I was struggling. And it was weird because he kind of appreciated the struggle, and that took me aback.
Do you have retirement anywhere in sights?
Yeah, probably after next year.
After next year? Why already?
It's enough years.
Yeah.
I've got to retire
50
someday.
years of teaching.
50 years of teaching.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about teaching?
Oh. Well, I think I've said this before, because it has to do with the environment. I've worked with a bunch of wonderful teachers, and I've had good administrators. But it's the interaction with students that really makes the big difference. And it's been really enjoyable. Every year I get kids that are just, I don't know, just fun to work with.
Yeah.
I went to Guatemala last summer.
What do you do in Guatemala?
I work for Habitat, or it's Thrivent Builds. It's a offshoot of Habitat for Humanity.
Oh, okay.
So we built a house for this family. It was 12 by 36 in size.
Have you done a lot of missionary work like that?
That was my second year.
Okay.
And I would like to go again maybe next year. I think they're planning to go in another 2 years.
Did you...
So I will go for sure if I can.
Do you have any other hobbies?
Oh, I'm kind of involved with my church. That's not a hobby, but I like treasure for a couple of different. There's an endowment fund or committee. I'm on that, and I'm treasurer, and I'm treasurer for a church conference. I do singing. I sing with a choir. I've soloed a while.
Are you a good singer?
Not good.
Could you sing us a little tune?
No. Could but won't.
What do you do during the summers?
Well, I live on my farm, and there's a lot of summer work to do.
Yeah.
Field work, putting up hay. I help my nephew. And I still take care of my livestock. So there's always something to do. I go in town every morning for coffee, meet with some little farmers, and we sit and chat for a while, and roll for quarters, which I lose quite a bit of that, but it's all right. Still fun. I mean, the thing that influences my life most probably is my faith in God. I mean, that affects everything, you know. And I just think like even my job, it's influenced by that. And it makes everything so much more fun. And you can appreciate. I don't know, I guess it just helps me appreciate smaller things in life. So whether it's dealing with my cattle or dealing with students, it all kind of just melts together. It's hard to explain that, but it's really true. So I would guess that's probably what motivates me more than anything.